Welcome to Cooking with Dragons. My name is Bort, and today I'm making a couple of breakfast burritos. So, this is called a chicken spinach feta griller. It's pretty much a chicken sausage. And then I have a green bell pepper as well as a red tomato, as well as one egg, a little bit of rendered beef tallow, some hot chili Verde rub, and some lemon pepper seasoning, as well as a little bit of shredded Mexican cheese and some beef chili paste, which I made a little while ago, and of course the tortillas. So, the last few times I've made this, I've had a green tomato, so that's why I'm using the green bell pepper, and a regular tomato, just to kind of get that sort of taste, but yeah. So the first thing I gotta do is just take off the skin here, which comes right off, pretty much. Alrighty, so I got that beef tallow in there. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna chop up that grill there. And then I'm gonna add these onions and peppers, these tomatoes and peppers, followed by that egg, and then chop those up, as well as some seasoning, a little bit of cheese, and finally a little bit of beef chili paste. Just a bit of a lot, just a little bit. And I'm gonna toast up those tortillas. Because toasted tortillas are always good. Yeah. Alrighty, so now we'll get to chopping. Basically, want to chop this up into a mince. And that's also why I take the skin off, because the skin will just get in the way pretty much. So, but once you're at this part, it pretty much all comes together pretty fast. So. Like I said, I normally just use a green onion for this, or a green tomato for this. But if you can't find a green tomato or don't have one, this is a good alternative. And now we just add that egg. One-handed opening flex. And you just chop that in there. And this will actually give it some more volume as well with that egg. So yeah, just chop away. And you want to have your seasoning close by too as well. So, because like I said, this comes together pretty fast. Alright, seasoning time. Don't be shy. And last but certainly not least, cheese. Smile for the camera. And yeah, and just chop that in there too. And after this, you're pretty much done. Watch that cheese melt. Alrighty, now, let's kill that heat. Take it off the burner and let it cool for it. And just that way it'll stop the cooking process a little bit. Add the beef chili paste, and then you can prepare it for the tortillas. And this would make about 2. You could also probably make more of them if you use like those soft shell taco shells. So if you use smaller tortillas, you can get more out of it. But that's what I'm trying to say. All right, the last part. Nice spoonful of that beef chili paste. Just kind of spoon it over. Spread out a little bit. Use as much as or as little as you like. Just remember just remember if you're putting it in a burrito, you have to wrap it. So the more you have in it, the more you have to wrap. Okay. I'll also have to make more of that because that's all I got left. Okay, so once you got it all figured out, just give it a little bit of a separate. And you just kind of work it onto that tortilla and then wrap it up. Alrighty, and then this is kind of where you want to have it centered. You don't want it in the center just about because then it's kind of harder to wrap, but yeah. I think I've made a tutorial on how to wrap burritos, but just a quick rundown, you just grab these two sides, lift them up, and then you fold forward, and then that's pretty much it. You must press forward and jump together in order to clear the gap. And there you have, easy peasy. And now for the last part. This is totally optional. They're good and ready to go right now, but I like to give my burritos a little bit of a toasting before I eat them, so I'm going to go ahead and toast them up real quick, and then we'll go to the table. And here we have a dragon breakfast burrito. I think that's what I'll call it, just to have some differency. I don't know if differency is a word, but that's what I'm going with. Alrighty, so yeah, normally what I would do with this now is I'd be wrapping this in some plastic wrap and then taking them to work. That's another thing you can do with them. So it's like whenever you're if you have some time before work, you can just take them with you, and then shortly before you clock in or something, you can eat them and then be fueled and ready to go for the work day. But yeah. And here we have the Dragon's Breakfast Burrito. If I come up with another name, I'll just do that, but yeah. Alrighty, so here we have, once again, the Dragon Breakfast Burrito. Or maybe a Workfast Burrito. I'm just waking up myself, so I decided to just do this because I don't have to be at work until later today, so I was in the mood for one of these burritos. Well, two of these burritos, but yeah. Let's try this out. As if I've never had it before. Normally I kind of go from one end because, it can kind of spill out a little bit, but, that's okay. Alright, let's try this. Let's dig in. You get that nice lemon zest, as well as that hatch seasoning. Cheese comes together nicely. And of course you get that feta cheese that's in the chicken grillers. A little bit of earthiness from the spinach, but yeah. It really rounds itself out with all the ingredients. But if you were to use a green tomato, you would have a slightly grassy taste to it, which is also pretty good. And also has a nice crunch to it, which is why I add the bell pepper. But yeah. You can also have this with some sour cream. You can put it on there if you want to, but like I said, there's more to wrap if you do that. Alright. Dragon Breakfast Burrito. Check it out. Thank you for watching. My name is Work for Cooking with Dragons. We're exploring world foods. You know, I've been keep on feeding the fire.